Hello and welcome once again to the West match. Swindon Town against Watford is our commentary game this afternoon, but we'll also have extended highlights from Bristol City's home game against Port Vale and all the main action from Bristol Rovers' visit to Wycombe Wanderers, not forgetting the usual Ensley League goals. Here at the county ground, the new Intel stand has been built at a cost of £1.8 million. It replaces the old wooden double-decker stand and gives Swindon an all-seater capacity of somewhere in the region of 15,000. When Swindon last played Watford, a certain Steve White scored a hat-trick. No sign of the 34-year-old striker today. He signed for Hereford on Friday. This afternoon's team shows two changes to the one that lost 2-0 to Atalanta in the Anglo-Italian Cup in midweek. Sean Taylor returns to the back line in place of Brian Kilcline. A new signing, Joey Beecham, makes his home league debut after a promising start midweek. Watford may struggle this season without Jason Drysdale and Paul Furlong, who've both moved up to the big time in the Premiership. But manager Glenn Roeder has set about immediately replacing those two. Jamie Morley, the 22-year-old striker, has made the short move from Millwall to Vicarage Road. The man with the whistle this afternoon is Paul Vaines from Whalley in the West Midlands. And so it's Swindon who will get this game underway, playing from left to right for their second home league match of the season. The first one, of course, was a victorious 3 points, a 2-0 victory over Port Vale. Today they take on Watford, who they've had a good record against of late. Of course, they didn't play them last season. Here's Beecham. Fouled immediately. A very promising first half. Joey Beecham against Atalanta midweek. He could have scored within the first 6 minutes. He didn't. I'm sure we'll see a lot more of him this afternoon. It's Craig Ramage. Andy Thompson, who keeps his place after a very steady performance midweek. Full bowed in towards Fjortoft. Here's Ling. Back heel. Here's Beecham. Still Beecham. Cleared away by Colin Foster. Still Swindon have it. Martin Ling now. 4 waiting in the middle. Immediate overlap. Martin Ling's cross just too near to Kevin Miller. Morley. Thompson. Long ball towards Fjortoft. Finds it. Controls it well. Scott runs one way. Ling's making the run forward. That's for Martin Ling. Little chip over the keeper. What a beautiful goal. Taken with absolute ease. Superb control from Fjortoft over the far side. Scott went one way, Ling went the other, and it went to Ling, and he easily chipped Kevin Miller. The perfect start for Swindon Town. Fjortoft loses out to Foster. Ramage. Foster's stay forward. Nyholt. Easy now. Beecham's calling for it over this right-hand side and gets it. Nyholt. Robinson now. 3 up for him. It's deep towards Fjortoft. Takes it on his left foot. Foster only half clears. Still Fjortoft. Ling again. This time squirts it wide with the outside of his right boot. But you can't ignore Jan Fjortoft for a second. Great control again. But a little bit too tight in there for Martin Ling. Derek Crane, good tackle by O'Sullivan. Play on. Good decision by the referee. Unfortunately, it didn't quite run for Martin Ling. O'Sullivan scampering around there again in midfield. Here's Fjortoft. Well, he had key Keith's got inside him. Dreadful mistake by Colin Foster. And then Fjortoft, I think, was in two minds about what he was going to do. Ramage. Porter. Foster. Morley's in here. Still Morley. Good save. Second attempt. That'll go for a corner. And it just went over the head of Andy Thompson. And Morley was in the clear. Digby got his foot down well to save. And did enough to deny him the second time around. Here goes Joey Beecham. As the cross in towards Fjortoft. Just beginning to stretch his legs, Joey Beecham. Had a quiet first half. This time, Fjortoft couldn't keep his shot down. Now Gary Porter for Watford. Johnson. Given a bit of space here. It's the second dig he's had. So once again, it's from fully 35 yards. And Fraser Digby will be happy if they come from that distance all day, and happy if they come as easy as that. Flick on by Taylor. Overhead kick by O'Sullivan. Not so very far away. And certainly Swindon's best chance of the half. The flick on by Sean Taylor. And there was Wayne O'Sullivan with a spectacular kick. Play on, says the referee. Nyholt. Scott. The two men tackling each other, but Swindon still keep possession. It's with Bodin. Towards Fjortoft. Just can't get on the end of it. Space once again opened up for Paul Bodin. And a delicate curling cross. Just too far for Jan Fjortoft. Any sort of touch and that could have gone in. Flick by Beecham. Not on by Thompson. Scott! Fjortoft! Scott! How could he miss? And he will rue that moment if after 90 minutes that proves costly. All sorts of chances, but the easiest one certainly for Scott. And from 4 yards, he fired it over the bar. Away by Robinson, and now Beecham has some space. Will he have a run at Gary Porter? He did last time and floated round him. He's going to try it again. Is he going to terrorise the little left-back? Well, two players on him now. And Beecham still goes. Still Beecham. Shot himself! And just wide. Well, when you give Joey Beecham the ball and he runs at players, he's as dangerous as anyone. Here's Taylor. Inside to O'Sullivan. It's a good ball to Fjortoft. Needs support. Bodin on the overlap. Here is Bodin. Brings it back inside. Still Bodin. Fjortoft! So close. Didn't those two work it well? Fjortoft cut inside, little chip over. Then Bodin's turn to cut inside and feed Fjortoft. Not a bad effort. Martin, what a great start to the game.
Yeah, I mean, nice to get a goal early in the game. It gives the side confidence and myself confidence. I mean, on a personal note, I need to get goals because the manager's been on my case to get them. So it's nice to get them early in the game and also to get the victory from there.
but it was a good goal as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a nice goal to get. I mean, I was shouting at the end for a couple of seconds, but I think it took its time getting in his head, because it makes he don't understand English when he don't pass you the ball, but eventually slipped me through with a nice ball. And I've seen the keeper advancing and just lifted it over him. So it's a nice finish.
So Swindon Town unbeaten at home.
Back in the first division is like returning home for Swindon Town. They look a different team in the comfort zone, and they'll make many a side suffer at the county ground. Town's footballing ability, of course, has never been in doubt. Further proof of their style came with the only goal after 7 minutes. Thompson and Fjortoft helped to make it. Martin Ling took it superbly. It should have been 2-0 soon afterwards when Fjortoft was given a free shot at goal. Watford didn't look up to much. This was their best and just about only chance to score in the first half. In the second half, Swindon fizzled rather than flashed. Wayne O'Sullivan came up with one of the best goes at goal. He missed, but Town ended on top. Swindon 1, Watford 0.